Yeah. Getting out my coir. You see how brown it is? And it keeps its brownness for longer, sort of thing. So basically it's coir that I've made up. I must have made this up about 3 months ago, I reckon. Kept it in a bag. So now it's just sort of coffee sort of dampness now to the touch, sort of thing. It's very well ground, so it's better than when it came out of the packet, basically. So I think it is an advantage to actually do it this way. And it's a nice smell. It's not gone off or anything, so that's an advantage. So yeah, you can hear that. Can you hear that? Yeah, that pulsating, it's almost like a heartbeat in a way, isn't it? And that's from that 6mm slot right across the bottom with no fly wire. Amazing. May have learnt something new. You learn something new every day. So yeah, that should be in spot colour, I suppose, for doing something like that. To get the best pics. So I don't know how close I can get without getting any smeg on the camera, but hopefully I'm pointing in the right direction. But yeah, it's really like a heartbeat in a way, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, so that's all set to go basically with about 1 litre. I don't think I can. That's about 1 litre. So I'll just put it in there for the time being. We could probably actually set it up now. Actually, probably lost enough of the where am I going to put that? I don't know, there somewhere. And yeah, I'll put that down there, and we'll slowly but surely draw our plans against ourselves. I don't know. Yeah, I know, it's an H.G. Wells reference, More of the World's reference. Yeah, and slowly but surely they drew their plans against us. I mean, you can almost quote them, but I like the Jeff Wayne sort of War of the Worlds sort of thing. So don't know, might not have enough space. But then again, I'm assuming with that slow draw, on the pot down there, that slowly over time that newspaper cellular is going to settle down. We're going to lose about ½ an inch to an inch, I reckon. So this, there we go. See extra water. Can you see that? It's like bloody quicksand, and yeah, makes you wonder. So the roots can easily get access to more moisture if they want to. They just push their roots down a bit. So in other words, if they're on the dry side, there's an encouragement for the roots to grow. Encouragement for the roots to grow. Bigger roots, longer roots, deeper roots mean bigger plants, don't they? I know. Oh yes, talking about roots. This is one thing I have not got to really. I don't know if I even did it in the toilet session, but this is something that's not really talked about. I've never really seen it in any CP book. So this is just special for my people who have got to this clip here. This is just for you, I reckon. You'll get a kick out of this one. This is just for Gideon and all those others who've waged through all these clips. This is going to make your day, I reckon. One thing about the Venus flytrap, every leaf always grows a root, but it only grows a root when that leaf has got to the back end of the rhizome. And then see, Charles Darwin will be asking the question, why is that? See, because roots are usually have two things: either get water, nutrients, or for three things basically. If you're talking about trees and things like that, anchorage, water and nutrients sort of thing. And you can separate the water and nutrient out, especially if you've got things like sandalwood and things like that, trees. So the question is, why is there this delayed response of having a root on the end of a leaf? Because you think the nutrients from the root would go into the leaf, wouldn't they? And into the plant that way. So why is there this delayed thing where you grow the flytrap leaf first, and then many weeks, if not months later, you get the root on the end of that leaf from the rhizome? So there's this and if the roots are mycorrhizal, isn't that a delayance in your ability to actually get your nutrients? So makes you wonder. But I've never seen that in any book, any discussion about that. The fact that Venus flytraps, and maybe there are other CPs as well that do that sort of thing, that the roots don't directly grow from the leaf, but every leaf will eventually grow a root if it's a healthy plant and you keep it growing, sort of thing. So yeah, interesting. I'm going to have to mound this up, fellas, but we're getting there. It's going to go down. You know it's going to go down, fellas, don't you? We've had enough experience of this in the past, you know. So I'm almost there. So and I've still got bare patches here I've got to fill in, so, you know, it's going to go down. So you can trust me though, can't you? You've seen all the clips, you know. I'm not giving you any bullshit here, you know. If I say something, I usually follow it through with an experiment. Either have done an experiment in the past, I'm going to do an experiment, or I'm willing to do an experiment. You know, I'm not like these people who just give you bullshit. You know, I either have done it in the past and I can show you a JPEG, or I can a video clip or something I've done in the past. There's probably something up there online already. So, you know, I'm not giving you bullshit. Not like all these other tearaways who, you know, try and reinvent the egg sort of thing, and they're going to be millionaires by the end of the year. I've come across a lot of those, you know, with their Venus flytrap tissue culture and all that sort of stuff. And I think, are they millionaires? No. Have I heard from them in a very long time? No. Have they gone interstate and overseas? Are they dead? Yeah, so we'll see. Yeah, they're basically fly-by-nights. Would-be, wannabe, overnight, instantaneous millionaires, and they've none of them. They all seem to fail. So yeah, their business is basically built on bullshit. Basically, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, basically, that's pretty a nice mound. I'm pretty good at doing mounds. You've seen the cephalotus mound. It's an acquired skill, fellas. Once you get going, you learn how to do it. First of all, you're building the mound and you think, I can't do this. Yeah, it's not going to work. I just can't build a mound, a nice half hemisphere. Half hemisphere? A hemisphere. I can't build a hemisphere, you know, half a sphere. I can't do it, and eventually, and then eventually you end up doing it, and you think, oh, okay, it's easier than you think it is, but first of all, it seems harder than it is. So anyway, that's basically that, and somewhat almost indestructible. So I'll slowly water that in, you know, let it drain, and it will go down a bit, and I'll get it go down enough for me to put something on like that, and yeah, do it from there. But anyway, that's about it, and we'll film it over the next few days, and I'll plant something in it. I'll probably get some fly traps, and, you know, we'll slowly watch it over the next, you know, 2, 3, 4 weeks, and I may, as I said, pull back and show you the sand after 2, 3, 4 weeks, and I'll go back over my clips and see how long that this was set up before I actually pulled it back, and we'll try and do it at the same amount of time, and we may get a surprise, or you might get a surprise. The sand might be totally white, but in about 10 minutes it will lose that Albion look. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. But this is about the simplest I can set it up with. It's basically sand, coir, or some other brown material. We might eventually end up doing the doing one again if this works reasonably well, and use the composted orchid bark. But I think you would agree that's quite good for fly traps. You know, if you've been in fly traps as long as I have, that's pretty good. You know, you'd have to wait quite a couple of years, if not 3 seasons, to get something like that just from an average fly trap or something. But to do it in basically a month, that's pretty amazing. So anyway, and we're still only basically 1 month into probably a 6 month season as we go to March of 2018, so you might want to tune in every now and again and see what's been happening as we go towards March of next year. And as I said, once you get 3 mature leaves up, then it starts to get a bit scary. It goes from being straight dead linear to somewhat exponential. So and we may be able to improve on that as we put all our, as I said, as we put all our knowledge together and try and pare it down to make it as simple as possible.